Hey guys, what's up? This is Amy and Basis. The next show that's on my list it's not one of my favorites, but it's got a really big cult classic to it, a cult following. It's called Freakazoid. Um, Now I know there's like a lot of people who enjoy the show and love it a lot, but it wasn't my personal favorites because I do remember watching every episode. It wasn't really one of my favorites, but more power to you all who enjoy it. Now, basically, the show was basically about a kid named Dexter Douglas who basically had like a overload and a panoply chip inside his computer, and basically, what happened was he can become Freakazoid. And of course, so basically he's got some allies and everything and whatnot. And he's kind of like a superhero. He fights villains like the Lobe, Cave Guy, Longhorn, Amanda Gutierrez, and all this other stuff. Armando Gutierrez, sorry, not Amanda. Hey. Candle, Jack, and a bunch of others. And then, of course, they have like little mini segments and everything, and they do have crossovers like with the Maniacs and Pinky and the Brain and a whole bunch of other cool shows. So, of course, this show was it did get canceled. Like, what happened is that it really suffered from ratings. It only lasted 2 seasons, for a full first season and a half of a second. And basically what's going on down here is that they brought it to Cartoon Network and tried to revive it, but it did a very little bit. But it has a very, very big cult following, like I said. And so basically what's really cool about that is that it has a cult following, because not a lot of shows do have a cult following, but this does. So what would happen if the show came back, and how would it keep going? Well, if the show did come back, of course, Cartoon Network, because it's at home with Cartoon Network. That's just my honest opinion. And how would it keep going? Well, of course, they still have the same old enemies, but what happens if they have a bunch of new enemies, and maybe Freakazoid could get like an upgrade and maybe get more superhero friends, like maybe like, I'm not saying a big whole Batman Superman thing coming in, well, you know, like they did with Static Shock meeting all the Justice League and stuff. I'm talking about maybe like bringing like a few maybe familiar superheroes in with that, and maybe some more crossovers and stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool to see. And maybe what would happen if he's an adult and he's still Freakazoid? Well, that would be pretty cool to see his adult life in Freakazoid. Maybe he married his high school sweetheart girlfriend. Forgot her name, but that would be pretty interesting to see. So, alright guys, this is Amy and Basis. I talked and or ranted about Freakazoid, and I hope you all have a good day or night when you're watching this. Thank you.